Welcome back to Brian's Big Idea, where I take a look at a couple stocks and talk about one of our great services that we have here at Zacks. And I think over the last month, everyone's been witnessing the price of oil surge. We've got a lot of reasons for that. Certainly, geopolitical reasons are among the highest in that basket there. Obviously, Ukraine-Russia war. Now we've got tensions in the Middle East with Israel, Palestine, and everything that's going on there. And that's put significant pressure on oil, and we've seen a lot of those stocks move higher. There's been calls for oil of 125. I think Allianz the other day came out with 140. And not too long ago, I saw even the call for a super spike back up to $150 for oil. So that is putting, a lot of eyes and a lot of attention into the energy space. And obviously oil's run a lot. And my idea here is that we don't want to be chasing those oil stocks that much higher. So where do we want to look? And the one space that I see that is still rather interesting to me is uranium. Nuclear idea is going to come up as a big alternative here. So let's take a look at what's going on in uranium. First of all, we're going to talk about the spot price of uranium. And this is a very long-dated chart, as you can see from the bottom here. But very recently, a very big spike higher. Now, the reasons for that are twofold. Number one, supply side there is constrained. So you're not able to get as much uranium out of the ground. And the conflict in Africa, there's been a lot going on there in Niger, kicking the French out of there. And then some other conflicts in Africa and that's where a lot of uranium is mined. That's causing the supply to be disrupted. And when there's low supply, price is going to go up because there is demand for uranium, potentially more here in the future if oil continues to move higher as we look for alternative ways to get better, cheaper energy. So that name is Cameco. They provided that list there, and they're in that mining space. CCJ is the ticker. It's a Zacks rank number 3 right now, and it's a hold. F for value, D for growth. I love to see this kind of shoot up to an A. Boy, my scribbling skills are terrible. But if we just look at that quick chart right down here, we see a miss, but the market didn't really mind because that conflict really drove prices significantly higher. We had a return to normalcy a little bit, but, if this crisis in the Middle East persists, people are going to start looking for alternatives to oil. Let's go with another name here. This is Energy Fuels, and UU is the ticker. It's all about uranium. This is Zacks rank number 2. It's a buy, D for growth, F for value. Again, the same sort of chart, but they had a beat here, and that really launched that stock higher. Again, a little profit-taking pullback. We're basing out here. But again, if problems can persist in the Middle East, we're going to see uranium prices move back higher, especially as an alternative to oil. So we have a service here at Zacks where it's headed up by Ben Rains, who is a great stock strategist here at Zacks. And he looks at what's going on in the alternative energy space with his service. It is called Alternative Energy Innovators. And he looks for all different sorts of names. On a particular stock that I highlighted, it's CCJ. It's in his portfolio, and it's been in there for a while. And he is plus 39% on that trade/investment. It's an innovator, so it's both long-term investing and trading. So he's up big on CCJ. But just about every night, he gives a nice little, review of what's going on in the energy space, as well as a broader market recap. As you can see here, he talks about the treasury yields. And then, also gives great information here. We can see from this nice chart. I'm guessing that is pertinent to something. No, look at this great chart. This is even better. So beyond just the energy names, he's also going to talk about the big 7 tech players and how that's been such a focus over the last year or so. So be sure to check that out. All right, join me next time on my big idea when I look at what's moving the market, what's going on, and highlight one of our special portfolios here at Zacks. Until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/Prolo for all of our latest promotions.